Alright, sorry, this is a Spanish-speaking film.
No,
Action.
no photo, no photo.
So does anyone use this?
No. Oh, wait, okay.
Alright, so hello everyone, I'm Aditesh. I guess here with me on Karate Club for open practice. I guess I'll be the one who's leading the practice today, so just have fun, follow along, and just stick with it. We can just maybe go in a circle. I mean, so I know your names, because I know a lot of you know each other. But some of you.
Hello, I'm Claudia.
I'm Jenny.
I'm William.
I'm Carmen.
I'm William.
Becca.
I'm Harry.
Curtis.
Sorry? Curtis. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll try my best to remember, but I will probably not. Anyway. Alright. Cool. Let's do a quick lineup. We'll bow in just as a formality, because we always start practice with bow, and then we'll hop right into things. So the way we line up is we usually have anyone, like assistant instructor will go here, and all the students go line up there. There's a shomen, which is the front, or shinzen, which is the altar, instead of the front. You just bow to it. It's not like a religious thing or anything, it's just like show respect to the space you're training, right? So, facing in front, show me, right? Bow. We bow to each other, show respect to each other because we're going to train today. What the idea, right? Trust, right? Alright, so, Becca, please. So, for today's kind of open practice, I wanted to get into, I guess give you a quick taste of a little bit of what we do, and skim over a bunch of concepts. So it's going to be a bit of a hybrid class, game, self-defense seminar kind of situation. Since I assume that if most of you train martial arts, it would be for, at least partially for the purpose of self-defense, right? And so I want you to get like something a little bit meaningful out of it. And for that regard, I'm going to go through maybe a few different steps that we're going to work through today, right? So obviously, I get into altercation with Rebecca. She's like, I don't know, getting in my face. She wants to beat me up. Maybe I spit in her drink or something. Who knows, right? Yeah, I know, right? So just the super basic ones, like, oh, she tries to come up to me. My hands are going to be up. She's going to come, and she's going to come close to me. I'm going to go say, hey, get away from me, right? Just pushing, super basic, right? But it's a good way to like defend yourself. Or she tries to come back again, right? Oh, okay. Front kick, another super basic self-defense technique. Or maybe she tries to like swing hands at me or something, right? So I'm gonna get out and then go this way, right? That's one. Now, let's say things get a little bit weirder. I don't know, like something's in hand, she's going and then she's grabbing my hands. Like, okay, you come with me, or it's a very common situation, like, oh, you have two hands, what am I gonna do to get away from her, right? So I can go this way, get out, right? Or we have, she's gonna grab one hand, it's like, oh, sorry, get away from me, right? Or, same hand grab. That's like, oh shoot, hold on. So it's like, let go of me, go this way, I'm gonna get out, right? So these kind of like basic sort of grips we're gonna work with as well. Because ultimately in a self-defense situation, winning means getting away. You don't need to beat someone up to prove a point. That would be very illegal. And anytime you extend the encounter, you increase the risk to yourself, right? So today will not be necessarily about learning how to fight, but of course sometimes things get crazy. She's going to grab here, right? And like, oh no, now I can't really get away from her. I'm pushing. I'm trying to break her grip. I can't. And so when we get into this kind of stage of wrestling, and I'm not able to get away from here, well, now you do have to fight. So you're going to go this way. All right? So that's all we're working to. Okay? So all of that in 1 hour and 45 minutes, give or take. So it's going to be a sprint. We're going to have fun, right? All right, cool. So I want everyone to find a partner real fast. 1, 2, 3.
Hello?
Yeah, we have enough for everyone. Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and find a partner. Normally I'd say someone roughly your height, but I don't think it really matters.
We're the same.
A little bit shorter than me, so I think we'll
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. So, just stand next to your partner, spread out. Make a nice, like, happy circle, little group of nice and friendly. I don't bite, come spread out. So I do want everyone to kind of have their space. All right. So, super basic. So when we stand, self-defense, you want to be somewhat balanced. Obviously, you don't want to get ready to fight because then they're going to start fighting too, right? So just keep your hands up. We say hikodachi in karate, which means like feet parallel stance, but that's what you want. You want shoulder width apart, nice balanced base, toes forward, right? And we're just going to start here. Now, next thing we're going to do, making a fist, right? You want to, stop wrong. Actually, introductions. Everyone, that's Ram, this is everyone.
Hello.
So go hop in the second half of our demo. Anyway, what I was saying, making a fist, right? Most important thing, if you're going to try to punch someone, you want to know how to make a proper fist so you don't break your hand trying to hit them. That would kind of suck. So, first things first, hands up, roll your hands in. So you're going to roll like a sushi roll, then roll it again, and then hand across the bottom here, right? So one thing you'll notice is that the top of my hand, flat, right? A lot of times people, they curl their knuckles, they get like this weird sort of off shape. If you're doing that, it's generally wrong because it means your wrist is loose and your wrist is basically going to buckle if you try to punch something. So make sure you roll nice and tight this way so that you have a nice flat surface on top. Squeeze all directions, okay? This thumb, you're going to be punching with this surface. So you want to make sure that this thumb is not over. You also want to make sure it's not in. It has to be on the bottom, right, out of the way, and helping you squeeze that tight fist. All right. So with that, let's go straight into Kihon. Kihon is basics, right? So left hand out, right hand back. This basic karate Kihon. So all we're going to do is this hand is going to come up, this hand is going to come back. And all we're focusing on is making sure that our fist is nice and tight and we're punching, let's say center of the chest for now, okay? So imagine you're punching someone roughly your height in the center of the chest. So I'm going to count. You guys just punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then kiai, another part of karate. You've probably heard it a lot if you watch Karate Kid or anything. You're going to just yell as loud as you can. It'll help you with spirit, it'll help you with breathing, it'll help you with a lot of things. Just yell. Don't think about it too much. Ju kiai! That's pretty good actually. That's better than I've usually seen from most fingers. I like the spirit here. All right, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all right. So next thing about karate, we want to condition knuckles. We want to make sure that we're comfortable punching, right? So let's add some impact to that. I'm going to have everyone do some knuckle push-ups, all right? Very classic karate essentials. So everyone go down. Again, when you punch, you're punching with the first 2 knuckles, right? These 2 knuckles. So when you're doing knuckle push-ups on the floor, make sure it's not flat like this. You guys see the difference between here and here, right? Here, my wrist is aligned with everything. It's nice and strong. Here, it's really hard to push, right? You're just collapsing this way. So nice and strong. Fist squeeze tight. If you're not comfortable doing the push-ups entirely, just hold the plank position of the fist, okay? And we're just going to do, we'll start with 5, because we're going to do a lot of these. Okay, so everyone, ready? Down, up, knee, san, shi, go, look. Oh, that was 6, my bad. Anyway, back up, got carried away. So, same thing, we'll do 2 more punches, right? Left hand out, right hand back. Just let it go, nice and comfortable. If you want, add some hip, right? So, with hip, okay? We want to use our whole body to punch. 1, Ni.
Ai.
San.
Ai.
Chi.
Ai.
Go.
Ai.
Ruk.
Ai.
Chich.
Ai.
Hach.
Ai.
Ki.
Ai.
Chukiai.
Ai.
All right, cool. 10 more. Ich.
Ai.
Ni.
Ai.
San.
Ai.
Chi.
Ai.
Go.
Ai.
Ruk.
Ai.
Chich.
Ai.
Hach.
Ai.
Ki.
Ai.
Chukiai.
Ai. Sorry.
This is Aditesh.
Yeah, hey. Sorry, I wasn't looking at you. Bro, please don't tell me.
You didn't bring your belt?
I did.
Oh, bless. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Raj.
Thank you. We'll spread out. All right. Down, we'll do knuckle push-ups again. So, again, what we're saying is we're making the fist. When we're doing knuckle push-ups, what we're trying to practice is like good form for punching, right? So you want to make sure that your fist, the first two knuckles are on the ground, not this, right? These two. And just go straight into the ground. If you can't do the push-ups, just hold a plank position, okay? You want to feel nice and comfortable punching. Ready? 5 more. Ich! You can't do it? Kiai loud. Ni! San! Shi! Yeah, that's very... Go Kiai! Let's go! Ah! Alright. Hands up. Now we're going to add next step, right? So, like I said before, Rebecca was attacking me. My hands are up. I'm not fighting her yet, but I'm just staying hands out of the way, right? We're going to add kicks. Front kick. So, for front kick, what we're going to do is we're going to bring that knee nice and tight, curled up. And we're going to flick it out at the end and down. Alright? One thing that's very important. So when you kick with the front leg, it's very, a lot of times we have a tendency to do like this kind of like soccer kick motion that we're comfortable with. Soccer kick, it's like a very, you know, it's used for hitting the ball on the ground this way. You're going kind of on the ground. If you try to arc it up, the force is this way. But you want the force to go into her because you want her to go away. So what you're doing is you have to, as you snap, you're flicking the toe down. But everyone can see me. The toe, flicks down. Which means that when I extend here, that's the motion, right? I'm this way, okay? Here. So this is what the leg should look like at the end. So it's gonna go out and back, all right? So we're just gonna do that both legs. So hands up, kicking, one leg each side. Close in. Hey, ich, ni, kiai, hey, san, hey, shi, hey, go, hey, chich, hey, give, and more, ich, ni, san, shi, all right, down. 5 more push-ups. Let's go. If your arms are giving out, just scream as loud as you can. I'll give you that last bit. Hey, ich, ni, san, chi, go. Nice. All right, back up. Okay. Now we're gonna add
Stop crying.
the last bit of. Hey. All right, so now we're gonna add the last bit of soy sauce, right? So the last one that we saw was she attacks me somehow. I don't know like what she's gonna throw. She's gonna attack. My hands are up. She throws a punch, kick, whatever. I'm gonna move out of the way and then kick. Okay? And actually, one more. Do it again. And then punch over the top. Okay? So copying me. Just hands in front of you. Let's say we go left first. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna wax on, wax off. Anyone see the Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, so wax on, wax off as you move that way, to your left. So wax on, wax off, kick, and then punch. All right, now we're gonna wax on, wax off the other way. Wax on, wax off, kick with your left leg, punch with your right hand. Okay? Same thing the other way. So wax on, wax off, right leg kick, left leg punch, or left arm punch. Yeah. To the right. Wax on, wax off, kick, punch. Probably a power drill or something. Okay, anyway, to the left. Wax on, wax off. 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about it too much. Don't think, just like 2, 2, 3. The other direction. San, ni, san. Shi, ni, san. Shi, ni, san. Hey, go. Ni, san. Look. Ni, san. Teach. Ni sak. Hach. Ni sak. Ki. Ni sak. Jukiai. Hey. Hi. All right. Now we have all of that. Hello. Where's the rest of your group?
Walking.
All right. Last round of push-ups down. Okay. For everyone who is new here, we're doing knuckle push-ups to make sure that we are punching with the right part of the fist when we punch. So when you punch the ground for knuckle push-ups, make sure it's the first two knuckles. Don't do this where you see like all these knuckles. It's not like in chun. Okay. So first two knuckles into the ground, fist nice and tight. We're just going to do 5. If you can't do the push-ups, just hold the plank. But I want everyone to try it. If you really want to squeeze out the last bit of energy, just yell as loud as you can to help you. All right? Hey. Down. Ich. Ni. San. She. Go. I lied. We're going to 5 more. Ich. Ni. San. She. Go. Kiai. Hey. All right. Back up. All right. So remember I told you to find your partner, right? Go ahead and find your partner. So whoever your partner was, get with them. You can go with William, I guess. Okay, cool. Let's get 2 parallel lines going this way. Right? Yeah, facing your partner, each other, one of you. So, start with this, right? So, here's a quick game. So now, you know, we've kind of started. I want you guys kind of a little bit comfortable, like touching, fighting, pulling each other's hands out of the way, right? So, again, we're going down to push-up position, but we're not doing push-ups. I want everyone in knuckle push-ups. Rebecca, please come here. So here, and we're playing a simple game. Your job, so again, our job is to try to get each other to fall onto the ground. So we're going to try to, I'm going to try to pull her hand, and she's going to pull her hand out of the way and try to grab this hand, right? So the trick to this game is when I try to grab her hand, this hand is exposed, so she's going to go for here, right? So I have to move, right? Okay? That's the game, and all I have to do is try to get her to fall, but without falling myself, okay? Alright, so I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. You have your partner? Try to get one ball, okay?
When I fall,
Actually, yeah, if you have glasses, I would recommend taking them off for this. Unless you like really can't see. Because I don't want you to fall on your face. Actually, Rebecca and Ron, you want to go together? Okay, so Ron, the game is we're doing push-ups. We're just trying to pull. Where's your phone? Who called? It's okay. I'll just use it again. All right. So, Rob, we're in push-up position. We're just trying to pull each other's hands off so that we fall. Okay. So.
Are we supposed to be in that?
Yeah. So yeah. Ready? Get in push-up position. Ready, everyone? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go for a minute. Start.
Oh, you're so sorry.
Oh no! If you fall, get up and go. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh! Yeah. Oh my god.
Are we going for the elbows?
Alright, yeah. Get explosive, you know, like, don't feel the ground, and pull them hard. If you pull them, they can't fall down and fall into it, right? 15 more seconds, let's go! Squeeze it out, let's go! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump in! Ouch! Alright.
Knuckles are like.
Feels like I got it. Who feels like they're a champ out here? Who thinks they're super good? No.
If you have any accessories or watches, I recommend taking them off.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I I think earrings, glasses, watches, anything on your wrist or ears, I highly recommend you take them off, put them in a bag, or put them on the side somewhere. It's just safer that way, but yeah. All right, and no one feels like a champ. Who feels like a champ?
Carmen.
All right, okay. All right,
Versus Matt's the champ here.
Yeah, so I'll take, I guess you've been volunteering, another volunteer.
Yeah!
You have to do a conversation versus the deck.
Versus who?
No.
You can pick someone out.
Alright. Make eye contact.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Cool. So, you guys can go ahead in front. You guys can, we're gonna see your strategies as you play this out. So the rest of you remember where you are because you guys are going immediately after. You're gonna break afterwards. Okay, so I'll give you guys like 30 seconds.
Yeah, like 20 seconds.
20 seconds? You want 20? All right, I'll be nice. I'll give you 20.
First to fall, or is it just?
Hit once in a someone.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I mean, hey, like if someone jumps you, you get hit once, and you decide I'm just gonna give up and die, then like, I mean, I guess all the more power to you. But ideally, the expectation is you want to stay alive, right? You want to keep fighting, even if you go down once. There's like a famous saying, 7 times down, 8 times up, right? Right. So, again.
So you gotta go down at least 7 times.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh wait, I have to get closer.
Whoa. 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 All right, back up. Let's go.
That's 1.
Come on, Carmen. Yeah.
Go Carmen!
It's okay, and that's down. All right, 20 seconds. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, start. Another strategy. It's all timing. It's all timing. You saw what he did. Like when you went for it.
Oh my god. Oh shit. I'm so tired. Oh my god. Oh, okay, this is you guys in post.
Alright, 15 seconds! Where's the end? Someone got injured?
No, that's fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, man! Hey. Okay.
Oh my god. Come on.
Good? Alright, back up. Bow to your partner. Thank you for helping you. And let's go ahead and get some water real fast. If you have it, just take a break and some break. So,
Getting ready.
let's get 2 lines. So nice and clean lines. It makes it easier for me to demonstrate. And I'll have Ron demonstrate. So first things first, Ron, okay, so he's just going to hold the bag for me, and we're going to work through the first few drills that we had, right? So we had the pushing, we had the punching, and kicking, and then we had this whole business, which we'll get to in a second. But first things first, he's just going to come to me, right, and come closer, right? And all I want to do is get out of the way, right? Get him out of the way. Get him out of my face. I don't want you near me, right? If you want, you can scream as well, like, hey, get away from me, right? Get away from me, right? Push him away. What I want for the push right here is I'm not pushing this, right? You'll notice I'm taking a step, okay? But when I take the step, I'm not crossing my feet. It's this shoulder width spacing that I had before for the good, like hikodashi, the good stance. I'm keeping that distance, right? I'm staying nice and balanced and stable. All I'm doing, but I'm putting my weight into the push, right? What I really want Ram to do is like to come into me with all his weight. Because that's, let's say, if someone really doesn't want to move out of the way, that's what's going to feel like. Okay? So you're going to come into me. You're going to try to push him away. It's going to be kind of hard. Whole body, right? Push. When you push, one more thing. It's really, there's a tendency to like kind of put the whole palm. It actually works a little bit better if you focus on like the heel of the palm, because this is what's connected to the wrist and everything, right? It's, if you just drive that in, you can get a little bit more stiffness, a little more power, right? So flex down here, make this nice and tight, push. Okay? Thank you. So we'll just go partner by partner. Let's have everyone with the bag on. So we have uke and tori, right? So uke means the partner receiving the technique, tori is the partner performing the technique. We'll have all uke on this side. So you can switch bags or you can switch partners, it doesn't matter. Well, don't move around too much, okay? So all we're gonna have is uke side, right? Side that is facing the back. You guys are gonna run into your partner. Tori, just push back on them, right? We're just gonna go through 2 picks. All right, let's go. Side facing shomen, side facing front is uke, this side is tori. Same thing again, just really try to push into your partner, right? Don't make it easy for them. Like make it like you're actually trying to like get into their face, like you're getting in their face. Okay? Get them out of the way. Like if you're defending yourself, get them away from you. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
You're going to shut me
So even one thing I want to point out is that if I try to push Rebecca with my arms straight, I don't have a lot of momentum because I can't really extend anymore, right? I want to make sure that I meet her somewhat here and then I extend in, okay? That's tip for that, but we're done with that drill, we're moving on. So I want everyone to rotate. What that's going to look like is this side, take 1 step to your right. If you're on the end, swap over. And swap over, just move over. And so this side moves left 1, Debbie comes here, this side moves, like, we just rotate. Yeah. Okay, and there should be a mixing bag. Let me get a bag with you guys. Okay. Alright, so, next drill. I don't have a bag. Well, this kind of sucks. Okay, so next drill, we're just practicing our punches, right? Like I said before, we wanted to make sure we contacted the first 2 knuckles. So now you have a bag in front of you. That's why we do all the knuckle push-ups for. We're making sure that we're used to hitting with the first 2 knuckles. If you hit it with this, what's going to happen is you're probably going to feel your wrist bend and buckle. So when you do this, I want to make sure you're going nice and strong with the first 2 knuckles in. Okay? In karate, this punch motion is called ski. Ski literally translates to thrust. Okay? So really thrust into the target. Okay? Yeah, so we'll just do reps. So we'll just go for a few minutes. Doing what? I mean, ready. Yeah, go. Admit! Oh, sorry. Yeah. Cool.
You get your bento man.
There you go.
Alright! Yoi! No, wait. Just keep all the backs at the same time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, start! That's not what we want. We don't want a soccer kick. We want the knee up tight and then thrust it. Okay? And then we're going to go both ways. So just 1, 2, 3. Just back and forth. All the way. And then I'm going to give you guys another like 15 seconds and then we'll just swap partners again. Okay? Right.
How do we hold our
So for this one,
Instead of just dropping on the floor.
It really, like, if you want to just take the punches here, I think this is better because it won't be smashing into you. But if you want to try your like strength, like, if you want to pad back, right? This is something that happens a lot in like combat sports. When you're holding fast for someone, you pad a little bit back into the kick so that they get the more impact from it. So if you want to do that, you can hold it a little bit out here, and as they kick you, you have to time it well. This is like the easier way of doing it. Like, you won't get hurt, right? You guys have all felt it now. This is like a pretty thick bag. You'll be pretty thick. So,
You can also flex your abs when the impact's about to come. That helps too.
breathe out. Yell. That's the other thing, right? If you're getting hit, yell. You'll breathe out naturally. You'll flex naturally. Okay? And you'll scare the shit out of them probably. So, benefits. Anyway, how's your minute? Wax off. I've shifted out of the way. This leg, the inside leg is going to be closer to her, so I'm going to kick with that, and I'm going to punch with the opposite, right? This works very naturally with the body movement because this leg comes down and your hip rotates. The punch follows, okay? So, again, she's going to punch, I move out, kick, punch, she punches again at my face, or my chest, doesn't matter. I'm this motion. It's a little bit tricky. I don't expect you guys to like feel super comfortable with it, but what I'm really trying to build up here is, one, this interception of the hands here, and this sideways movement, right? Like using your feet to get out of the way, right? That's more important than anything. Is like if she punches me here, I want to get out this way, and then I can strike back over to the side, or where she's more open. Same thing, usually the punch again. I'm moving out of the way. Kick. Okay?
Can we sign waivers now?
It's too late.
Want to? So I'll say this. Aim at your partner's chest, don't actually try to punch them. You notice like Rebecca when she's punching, she's like stopping like here, which is, it's an inch away. I don't expect you to have this perfect timing. If you want, like when you're rolling, you want to take it easy on your partner, don't hurt your partner, right? Make it possible for them to go on this or whatever. From what I was seeing, I didn't imagine that anyone was actually looking to hurt their partner. I feel like everyone kind of here knows each other and is respectful of each other. Yes, don't hurt your partner. And aim maybe a little bit away from the chest, okay? All right, cool. So, again, face your partner. Did we rotate yet?
No.
Okay. So the trick here is want this hand to go into this hand. So this hand goes over here. Now take a step back. Take a step back. One hand comes the other way. So this hand goes, you step out, and grab onto her hand, kick with the close legs, and then pull her into you as you punch at the same time. Yeah, there you go.
Around my body.
It's complicated. I didn't expect it to work. Hey, yeah, man. There's a lot of ways where, you know, sometimes you get into an argument with someone or like someone's trying to like pull you, drag you somewhere. I think this is kind of like a common situation, right? They grab your hand, right, and you're trying to get out. You're pulling this way, and like, yeah, you could really like fight, say, hey, like, go with me, but it's quite hard to resist. Like, Ron's bigger than me. He can hold on tight. I can't really go anywhere. And yeah, there's like options you can do, but like pulling out this way, not the most effective. But here's the trick. When someone's grabbing you, right, the weak part of the grip is the thumb, right? This is all hand. It's very hard to break, but thumb is possible to break. So all I do is I rotate my hand such that the blade of the hand is where the thumb is, and then I pull this way. Okay? So again, I'm just going to grab, rotate the hand to the blade, and pull this way. Right? So it's no longer get away from me. This is like, hey, get away from me. Okay? Make sure, especially if you're partnered against someone bigger than you, this might still not be enough. So turn your entire body, okay, as you pull out. But don't look away from them. So you pull out and then you get away. Okay? But make sure you keep your eyes on them. Same thing, another one. So this time he did the opposite hand grab. Now he's going to do the same hand grab, right? Slightly different situation because now the grip is. Let's do the other hand. This might be easier for him. Oh no, this one. Yeah. So same thing, but instead of him grabbing this hand, he's grabbed this hand. More importantly, it's the same hand, right? So we're mirrored this way. Now instead of trying to go out that way, I'm going to go in. So again, I'm going to align the blade of my wrist this way with the grip, gap in the grip, and I'm going to pull. Okay? And let's say I want to go in, I could also pull this way, pull with the elbow. But usually you just want to get the hell out of there, right? You don't want to start a fight, you don't really want to get into any trouble, just get over it. Okay? So let's, actually one more. So grab both hands. Okay. So here's kind of like a tricky situation where both your hands are trapped. Now you're like, you can't really turn this way because this hand still stays stuck. You can't turn this way because the other hand stays stuck. So this is like really complicated. Get close. Because this one's going to be a little bit hard to grasp at first, I think. So,
Don't worry,
what I'm going to do
on it.
is I'm going to rotate my hands close together, right? So that I can grab this way across his hand, okay? I'm going to grip, make sure I'm not gripping on the wrist, I'm not gripping on the forearm, I'm not gripping over the wrist, I'm gripping below the wrist, okay? These three fingers are going onto the meaty part of his thumb. This hand is going around. Make sure there's no gap between my hand and his hand. All I'm going to do is turn. He goes. There you go.
Wait, can you do that again?
Yeah. So, both hands are together. I'm going to go bring them together here, right? Close to me. And I can go this way, I can go this way, but I'm just going for demonstration purposes here. No gap between the wrist. I'm grabbing the meaty part of his thumb here, and the other hand here, and I'm just rotating. And he goes, right? And he's holding me as tight as he can, right? Like, if I go here, and I really want to pull out, it's not working, right? So you're going here. Okay, cool. So, thank you, Rob. Okay, so the first two are the wrong positions. So this grab and let go. This grab. This grab. So he's grabbing either with same hand or opposite hand. Opposite hand. Okay, so these two. Work with these two first. Okay, find a partner. Just get some space around you and work on these grabs. Okay. Great. Next drill, right? So this time we're gonna do the lightly weird one, like direct ones, right? Oh. Again, same drill that we did, but I want you to just see it one more time. She's gonna grab both my hands. I'm gonna go grab underneath or grab underneath here, okay? And making sure that there's no gap, right? Squeezing these three onto the palm and then rotating this way. Okay? So go ahead, try that for a few times, and then we'll go on to the next one. Okay? Cool.
So what? I guess you could try with that.
Okay, so hypothetically, let's say we're, I don't know, like at a movie theater, right? And the guy next to me is like, I don't know, he's getting a little
super drunk. I'm like, all angsty.
I don't know, man. Right? So he starts doing one of these. Okay? And it's like, oh shoot, he's like, get away from me, right? Like push your hand, like you pick his hand up, you just put it down. Like, what the fuck, right? He tries again. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grab his hand, I'm gonna pull it close. He's gonna say, oh yeah, right? And he's going this way. Alright? Okay? Yeah. So I'll try it again. So he's gonna put his hand here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab over the top. This grab you see right here is the same grab that was underneath on the first drill that we just did. You want that same kind of grip, nice and tight. No gap here, below the wrist, right? I'm not grabbing him here, I'm grabbing him below. I'm pulling him here to extend it. You want to have this extended, because then you can rotate here, and just this one, hand on top, just rotate over, and you get close. Okay? So, one more time, for example, grab, come close, and rotate. So I'm rotating this, and I'm rotating this. This hand is not pushing, okay? It's not pushing, it's just rolling. Okay? Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and try that. Hey, computer. And yeah, so find a partner, just sit next to each other on the floor and go back and forth.
No.
Someone's attacking me, and they're not getting off of me. Well, there's two ways I can win. One, I can push them away until they just can't get close to me, which is, for example, out of the ring. Or, two, I get knocked into the floor somehow, and then run away, which is sumo. Okay? So if you, in sumo, if you fall down in the ring or you get knocked out of the ring, you lose. Hey, there we go. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. So,
Just a reaction.
with that, hold on. So this is going to be your 30-minute lesson on judo throws to get someone onto the floor, or it's not 30-minute, 30-second lesson on how to do it. I'm just going to throw you into it and we'll see what's going to happen. Improvise, try stuff, and have fun, right? So quick throws. So we have osotogari, which is you're stepping across the side, you're sweeping the leg. Okay, back up. Okay, so we have the ochigari, same thing from the inside. You start sweeping out this way, going this way. Okay, we have harai goshi, where we push in and we sweep the leg this way. Okay, and we also have the uchimata, which this leg comes underneath here, and we're lifting up this way. Okay, and lastly, okay. What else are some good ones? You could just go for a simple double leg.
Whoa! Okay, I did not expect that.
And then the last one, if you're feeling really crazy or hyped up, kataguruma or fireman scary.
Cool.
Okay, and then you can throw it over. Okay. So those are your quick 30-minute lesson of judo. The TLDR is get behind the leg, sweep it somehow, and get your hip close and throw them down. Okay? Cool. So we'll have 2 volunteers onto the thing first, and then we'll just everyone else gather on the side.
Got a picture.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Go, Richard. Grab your butt.
Yo. Damn, it's so light on the feet. No!
Oh my God.
Nice!
Push it. Push it. Got it.
Who has a comment to say?
You can go for it.
No. This is your event.
That's what I need someone to do this.
Curtis, I don't want to join.
Have fun. Go, guys.
Joey! Come on, man, get him, Joe!
Go, Carmen.
You can just put them out first and stop it.
Grab your hand back. Yeah. Someone walked into your French spitting at it. Now you get your arms back. Oh, hands out. Who's that? Someone sent in. Hey, I want someone out. Here it is. Keep going. Someone come in. Oh! Yeah, no, I think we can cool down for a bit and, well, I guess I'll talk for a second, and then we'll go into maybe working around the class. But,
a cool down
I
session.
think one thing that's very apparent right now is that, it's like size matters a lot, right? I think, even if, like, say I walk
Size matters.
Right? They call me the skinny guy, right? Despite, I'm a black belt or whatever, I'm still, small, and that, I guess, if someone bigger than me tries to grab me, lift me, or push me, it's actually still quite hard for me to resist, right? And so the reality of this drill right here is kind of to drive that in that where you don't necessarily get the weight classes in the fair fight when you're on the street. And if your self-defense strategy doesn't work and you can't get away, then you are in the situation where you might have someone like Curtis who has wrestling experience, or someone who's significantly heavier, right? Trying to do something. And not that Curtis, I think, would. Maybe. I don't know. Don't find it.
He's from UCSD, so he's
Yeah, you don't know they're crazy there. You know, like, they would play volleyball. That's really manipulation there.
So anyway, the point being is that, like, I think two things. One, that if you want to defend yourself, you do have to learn how to fight at some point, right? You have to do this sort of kumite sparring, whatever you call it, right? Some sort of just free resistance drill to like build your technique. Obviously, I didn't give you much to start off with when I did this drill, so good on you everyone for improvising. I did see a lot of like interesting techniques brought out. So thank you. Yeah, I guess I'll give my ad spiel, right? So we've been training for about 8-9 months now as a club. We train every Sunday, so including tomorrow morning if you guys want to stop by. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a sample of what we do. We start the practice off with some more basics, then we work partner drills, and then we spar. And I'm not a sensei, right? I'm just kind of like I guess I was the most senior student, so I usually lead, but I think the drill is that it's a very like sort of peer-run community, right? And so if you're interested in joining, definitely like reach out to Rebecca or me or on Instagram or whatever, right? You know how to find us. And yeah, you're just come out and help, I guess, train if you're interested. that being said, yeah, hopefully you thought that today was like helpful or fun. You enjoyed some of what you saw here today, and hopefully it serves you well in the future. Yeah, so with that, but one thing that happens is, okay, you're getting thrown by someone, you have to fall. You want to fall in a way that you don't get hurt. So I want everyone to stand up. We'll make like a circle. Get away from the walls. And so we're going to do what's called ukemi. Ukemi in like, especially in Japanese throwing arts, is usually what's called like the art of like graceful falling, right? People might call it a break fall, more practically. So I want you to fall, right? You don't want to fall onto your back, hit your head on the ground. So what you're going to do is when you see that falling motion come in, you're going to go either to your right or your left, and you're going to one big surface area here, right? So you fall, I'm falling this way, I'm leaning onto my side, arm is extending, I'm hitting the ground so that this whole part of my body is hitting the ground at the same time. That distributes the load, right? And it keeps your head safe, most importantly, okay? And then you do the same thing the other way. Okay, I'm slapping the ground to break the fall. Important thing, I'm not doing this or this. This is very dangerous, especially when you're falling, because you do this, the elbow hyperextends. You either break the wrist, you break the elbow, or you dislocate the shoulder. There's a lot of bad things that happen. So you don't want to go into the ground directly. You want to nice, flat on the ground. Okay? So we're just going to practice rolling back and slapping the ground. Okay?
Let's keep on the same time.
Yeah. So I'm going to call a direction, and we're just going to go that way. Right, so up, right, back up, left,
Ow.
right, left, left. This person isn't like.
Oh, you're
So if I say right now, so I'm gonna go first. And then Sian goes. No, don't go. Sian goes. Let's go around. So go in a circle. Always your left.
I get it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So I say left, you go the other way, right? So left. Don't stick your hand out. Make sure you stop it. Like hold. Yeah. And when you're doing this, you have mats. You can hold nice and easy, right? It's not going to hurt too much. Don't try to do one of these. Like actually, throw yourself on the floor. Trust fall, but trust the mat. Okay. So one more time to the right. So I go to the same list. Right. So we'll line up and bow, and then we'll call it for the day. Okay? Woo. So we'll have everyone's rank here, and then everyone else after that. Just make facing the front. Come here, hey. Hey, what's again? Hey. Hey. All right. Thank you for coming out, everyone.